There it
I
goes.
think we're good.
Turn off the light to the right.
Okay.
You.
Oh, they're not on yet, are they?
You.
I can't get much lower.
You can't make it get much lower. And welcome to another fabulous episode of the Mick and Duane Show.
Yeah.
This is a, yeah. See, this is that.
Audience.
That's right.
We don't know what to do with an
This
audience.
is a special edition.
Yeah. SE.
SE.
As everybody said earlier.
The special edition.
There we go.
So what's so special about this Mick and Duane Show? Oh, you know what episode this is?
23.
No, it's 3.
Yeah.
It's 3.
I always get it wrong. Just
I don't know if the audience knows, but
we're going backwards.
well, see, so we started doing some shows and we didn't really have a name yet, and then somebody said, "Well, y'all ought to call that the Mick and Duane Show." It was Nathan from 3 Days
I figured
Later.
it was JB. Yeah.
No, it was Nathan from 3 Days Later. He said,
Thanks,
"Y'all ought to call that
Nathan.
the Mick and Duane Show," and then I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." So so we started, and I didn't really know how many episodes we did, so we just called it Episode 8.
Yeah.
So then we got up to 20, and we was like, "Well, we need to fill in those other ones," so we started at 7. Now we're going backwards.
Okay. There
So,
we go.
Right. So once we get back to 1.
Yeah. Then what are we going to do?
I don't know. Well, we've talked about doing negative shows,
Yeah.
like negative
That
3.
would suit us. We're in the negative space.
So anyway, so what is so special about this show? Well, we are here down at New Haven Farm, or is it plural? That's what I thought. New Haven Farm, just maybe 3 miles from my house,
From the studio.
from Radical Sound Company.
Yep.
Our good friend Laura Neal has kindly invited us down here to hang out with our old buds from, I would say high school, but they're actually old buds from Catlettsburg Junior High. The Wildcats. And Dwayne.
And Duane. And friends from grade school.
True.
Yeah, Jenny and I was friends before.
You were?
Yeah. She went to Ironbrook for a few years.
Were you actually
She
friends
don't
with
claim-
him?
she don't claim that.
Were you actually friends with him? Huh?
Yeah, we were there.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He's got a birthmark. Never mind.
Yeah, I know where it is. I told him he ought to get a big. He needs to get a big fucking tattoo around it. It could be like a monkey's asshole or something.
It is brown, so
It is
there
brown.
you go.
So anyway, what's so special? This is the first Mick and Duane Show remote.
Remote.
A remote show. So we're happy about that. Now, I was in Florida last week, all right?
Yeah. Done what we're doing here.
Yeah, it come in and pissed full of rain. It come a damn frog choker a while ago.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little harder now.
We had one lightning strike. I think it shook us off.
Maybe I
Here lately, it really
let me check.
was loud.
Yeah, check my underwear for
Well,
me.
it shook us. Yeah.
Does it look okay?
Oh, I can't unsee that. All right, we're done.
Okay. All right, cut. All right, restart.
It's not in my contract to see that.
That's not. What's his pay? Anyway.
You don't. What contract?
So anyway, we thank Laura for having us down here and feeding us and giving us drinks and stuff. I mean,
Yes.
what's not to love?
It's awesome. Yes. Even fed us steak. Yes.
Right.
And
Awesome
dessert.
steak.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
It's all awesome.
Very good. Thank you. It's awesome.
So I was in Florida last week,
Yep.
and I do my morning routine. Wake up. I wake up at like 8, and the rest of the family don't get up until like 12 or 2.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's awesome. So I got like 4 hours of downtime, 4
Yep.
hours of me time.
Yep.
And I'm sitting out on the back porch watching the waves and stuff come in, and I was like, well, I'll tune in to some radio stations while I'm sitting here.
Yep.
Some indie stations. So I
They
tuned
got radio in Florida?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I got on to, I wanted to listen to indie radio. So
Yeah.
I tuned into Local Music Earth Radio
Yeah.
up in Maine. And I get in on the chat, and Justin says Kill Logic's down there right where you are. And I was like, hey, that's
Right
right.
where I am?
Yeah.
No.
So I messaged him. I'm like, dude, let's do a live interview. I don't know if anybody saw my live interview this week.
Yeah. It's a little long.
Yeah, it was. We jabbered way too 2 hours. So anyway, well, thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You know, we were roommates in college.
I thought-
So anyway, what was cool was a guy. We went up to Maine and played 3-4 years ago, whenever it was. And one of the DJs there has since moved to Tampa. I was close to Tampa. He brings me down. I do a live interview on Twitch and all these social media. Twitch.
I ain't heard of that one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, I watched it there.
it's like a young person thing. We need to expand a little bit. I talked to him a little bit about it.
Sure it wasn't Twitter?
No, it's Twitch.
Okay, Twitch.
Well, I always told those guys anyway that they had a face for radio.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, it was awesome. It was awesome hooking back up with him and doing the interview. And I brought your almost brother-in-law with me. And I looked over at him to ask him a question. And he was asleep in the chair. He said, "Oh no, I wasn't asleep." We did go on a little long.
Yeah.
It happened. So anyway, let's see. What do you got for the show today, Duane?
I have nothing.
You got nothing?
Nothing. I have nothing.
Okay, so we're not gonna let this.
Just like usual.
We're not gonna let these drag out. I actually went through and I have news. That I found some news. Yeah, we need sound effects.
Hey, Todd, work on us some sound effects. The newsreel. Yeah. We got an audience. They can do it.
Is that mine?
Yeah. There's some double barrels in that.
Cool.
You want your Blanton bottles put up there?
No, I'm good.
I can get it if you want it.
They've seen it. They've seen it. Horrible stuff.
Can we take
Okay,
a call?
so
Can we take a call?
On line one. We got a caller on
We have a
line
caller.
one. Hello? I can't hear you. It's a bad connection. Yeah. You want a cell phone? Yeah, I figured. Call back when you get in line. Bye.
Okay,
That's what I got for tonight.
that was good. That's good for you, Duane. Okay, so I do have news. I've just got to find it here. Okay. So send items, blah, blah, blah. Okay. First news item.
All right.
David Lee Roth says he will be seeing the Van Halen brothers this week
Yeah.
All right. to talk about new music.
It's about time. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I'm tickled
They
shit.
don't have to be new. They got plenty in the vault. They
They
can hang
do.
out.
But hey, more Eddie Van Halen is better than
No,
no Eddie Van Halen.
it is true.
So more Van Halen. Yes.
Yes.
That's what we want. Also, I did not know it, but David Lee Roth has launched an original skincare line of products. I thought this was interesting, but it's made it is made to preserve, protect, and highlight tattoos and keep them from fading.
Oh, okay.
So you've got some kind of cream that preserves your tattoos.
I need to work on that.
But I'm thinking I don't remember him with a tattoo at all. Do you?
No? We probably have some because he likes to.
But I don't remember seeing him. I mean, we've seen him in assless chaps and everything. You know, I don't remember seeing that.
Crack your pop.
Maybe he's going to sell to Mike Tyson that big tattoo he's got. You know, you want to preserve that shit.
He needs to come out with a hair care product that
True.
keeps you from going bald, you know.
Right.
Come on, Dave.
Or something to unfreeze his face. You ever notice that? His face is frozen.
Yeah, he knows that smile he's got. He knows it
All right.
all too well. What's next?
Next news item. Now this is a real shocker. Chris Cornell's widow and ex-wife are battling over his $20 million estate. Can you believe that?
No, I just split it. You're fine. I don't get it.
One of them wants it all. I'd say the widow wants it all.
I guess, but if you give me $10 million, I can make another 10. I think.
Yeah, but if I could get 20.
Without doing nothing, yeah, I guess.
So okay. So anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
Shut
so
that one down.
move on. Def Leppard.
Left effort.
Yep. Def Leppard has a bunch of new songs. They're going to put out a new album.
Okay.
I thought that was kind of
Yeah.
cool. Def Leppard. New tunes from 80s bands.
Yeah.
Bada bada bing.
We can do with that.
Yes. Next news item, and I totally fucking agree with this shit.
Okay, we'll go back a little bit. I got to interject here.
You got to interject? Oh,
What
zoom in
did-
on Duane.
what did-
Dwayne is interjecting.
What did,
This is
Yeah,
the news
this
item.
is real
Dwayne is
news.
interjecting.
what did Paul McCartney say of one of Def Leppard's songs?
That sucks.
Paul McCartney. What did he say about one of Def Leppard's songs, and which one was it?
I don't know, Dwayne. What did he say? What did he say?
You will not believe this, but he said it was the best song ever written. And it
You
was,
told me this last
it
week,
was
and I just
Pour Some
forgot.
Sugar on Me.
That's a good one.
That's a
Yeah.
good.
He's talking about word choices and how they sound, and Def Leppard does pay attention to how words sound and how they interact with each other. So that's
Maybe we could
critical.
do a song, Pour Some Honey on Me.
Was it definitely-
Lather me up with honey.
Lather me on honey, in honey,
Or molasses.
Molasses.
Yeah.
molasses. Yeah,
That's hard. That's hard to say. That's hard to say. I think.
Yeah, but that's more regional.
River.
All right, back to Nick.
Okay.
Nick,
So,
the news guy over there.
more news.
All right.
Now, I totally agree with this, and I thought this when they first come out. Five Finger Death Punch, their guitarist admits that his band has the worst fucking name in the industry. Five Finger Death Punch.
Wow.
I agree with
Yeah.
Fucking
that.
stupid.
Yeah. Why? I don't get it.
What? That's a stupid name. Five Finger Death Punch. Five Finger Death Punch. It's a stupid name.
Oh, you mean their actual name?
Yeah.
I thought reflecting on their catalog of music.
No, their
Yeah.
name. He's saying their name sucks. Is what he's saying.
You gonna change it midstream?
I don't know.
Everybody knows it.
You know how hard it is. You know how hard it is to cut it off midstream.
Yeah.
But we all know. But it's not. But that name is not near as bad as the indie band that I've told you the name before.
Which one?
Satan's Taint.
Isn't that?
We came up with we found that what gets it. I guess.
That's a shocker. I mean that has shock factor.
I don't know if you remember these. We looked up some names back in the day.
I don't think we went as weird as Satan's Taint.
There was one that was out there, but Frozen Ghost was actually pretty cool.
Frozen Ghost? Yeah, that's still not bad.
Now, the one that really got us was the Screaming Broccoli.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Broccoli?
They were an actual band.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, Screaming
Yeah.
Broccoli.
And we looked it up. We laughed about that.
Screaming Broccoli.
That's kind of crazy.
There were some other ones I can't remember.
I mean, I'm sometimes like ate broccoli and like been on the shitter and maybe I was screaming then, but
Let's name our band Screaming
you know
Broccoli.
that and Brussels sprouts, it's kind of hard on me. I might scream a little.
Yeah.
Okay. Diddy.
All right.
All right. Now I know there's going to be some applause here.
Oh no.
I saw this one and I thought about our
Our live audience that's going to be
yes,
here tonight.
yes.
I
Our
think
audience.
I
I
know
thought
what
about our audience when
I
I saw
think I might know what the topic
when
is
I
about.
saw this. Okay, Disturbed.
Oh,
No, Disturbed. Their singer David Draymond. He says that Freddie Mercury was the greatest frontman that the world has ever seen. It's hard to you can't deny that.
yeah.
No denial whatsoever.
No, he had that, whatever that is.
Charisma
That's right.
Yes,
in spades.
Blue on Black. Brian May played.
Brian May's good.
Really good.
But
But he played on Disturbed's cover of Blue on Black with Kenny Wayne, Shepherd, and
oh, they redid that.
Brian May was played in it. It's really good. It's really good.
Yay, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah.
Yay, Freddie Mercury.
Doctor May. Doctor.
Yeah.
That's
Good
right.
stuff.
He is a doctor. Okay.
All right, next.
Did it? Oh shit. Face ID. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is kind of cool. AC/DC is putting out a book from 76 to 81. It's a photo book and it's called Big Balls. I'm just curious as to what all the pictures are going to be about. Is it like nut pictures from all the tours or?
I don't know. I just remember us playing that in the Catlettsburg. Was it a street dance or something?
The street that, yeah, the Labor
We
Day.
played Big Balls.
Yeah.
And there was a cop standing right beside the stage, and the singer pointed at him doing something.
That's still not as classic. That's still not as classic as when.
Yeah.
Yo, Brian, over here.
That's still not as classic.
I'm gonna get out that little blue.
When I was playing with Tantrum over in Ironton.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
I was playing in Ironton, and there had been a fight at the bar earlier. And Marilyn Manson's
The dope show.
the dope dance floor was full. Place was electric.
Yeah.
Cops walk in, and right then I had to step up to the mic and go, "Cops and quiz, good-looking models." So it was just picturesque. It's kind of like that Hughes guy film, you know.
Yeah.
Just everything just came together.
Unfiltered here on the Mick and Duane show.
Aren't we always?
Yes.
Yes. If we don't, then the show ain't worth a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, last news item for the night. And this is especially cool for us because, okay, Jeff Tate.
Yeah.
Okay, so Duane and I were lucky enough to open for Jeff Tate last year when...
Even though we didn't actually get a meeting.
Yeah, he was a little standoffish.
We saw him.
He was really rock starish, you know.
Yeah.
We got to talk to all the other guys.
That's cool.
And I shared an endorsement with the...
Two guitar players.
two guitar players in his band. But anyway, Jeff Tate was, you know, not allowed near him.
I think Aaron shared a scarf endorsement with the Powerhouse singer though. That's scarf endorsement. That was Firehouse though.
Yeah, we've been working on that. We've been working on that scarf endorsement forever.
Yeah.
It just hasn't come through. Sorry, Aaron. But anyway,
Belt
Jeff
buckle.
Tate.
The wing belt buckle. Go.
So you know, last year Jeff Tate came out and he did the entire Operation Mindcrime album from front to
No, don't tell me.
Now he's going to do the entire Empire.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I want to see that one.
Yeah.
I love Empire.
Empire. So I don't know if he's going to call himself Operation Mindcrime. That would be like big.
Why? I think he'd still say that, but say he's in the entire Empire album.
Well, I saw where he talked to Chris DeGarmo.
Nice. We got audience member leaving. They got a long way to drive. Thanks for coming. Yeah.
Past his bedtime.
Past his bedtime.
Come again sometime.
Come again?
So I saw where Jeff Tate was talking to Chris DeGarmo, who left like in '97, and Chris DeGarmo was the guy that wrote all the shit.
Yeah.
He was the brains behind all of it. Sure, Tate sang, but Chris DeGarmo was Queen's writer. He wrote and arranged and all that. And
He's coming back with Jeff.
Well, no, he and Jeff were kind of joking that they ought to start a Queensryche cover band. All right, so let's
joke about stuff like that. That needs to happen.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Chris DeGarmo just said, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Yeah.
All right, so we're done with the news section. Now we're going to go to what we've done in the last few shows. We're going to do a trivia section of the Mick and Duane show.
All right.
Trivia. And what kind of trivia do? We do 80s metal trivia.
Yes.
80s metal.
Our audience should know some of this.
That's right.
Even if we don't.
I looked at some of the questions. Now it does not give me the question or the answers until the end, so I'm not cheating.
Yeah.
But I looked at some of these were kind of easy, so we'll bust through these. Okay. So first, which 80s hair metal band reunited in 2004 with a tour named Red, White, and Crew?
Molly Crew.
Molly Crew. Yeah, that's a real hard
They
one.
start out easy. Come on, he'll get it worse.
All right, so I'm going to select Molly Crew.
Nice. It's a test. Oh no.
Oh, how do I go to the next part?
I don't know.
Oh, it went ahead and took me. All right. Black and Blues Rockin' on Heaven's Door was originally called... No. Black and Blue. Remember that band? Black and Blue.
All right.
Rockin' on Heaven's Door was originally called what? Knocking on Heaven's Door? Shouted at the Devil? Rock and Roll Animals.
Rock and roll animals.
Yeah. Rock and roll. What she said? Rock and roll
You
animal.
don't think it was Knocking on Heaven's Door?
I don't fucking know.
Rock and Roll Animals?
We don't know.
Rockin' on Heaven's
I don't
Door.
think they really care.
I'm going to go against her. I'm going to say Knocking on Heaven's Door. Now, I was wrong. She was right.
Yes! Sherry.
Sherry Pack, kicked your ass on that one. That means Mick's got a drink. If Mick got one wrong, he's got a drink. Oh,
You got a beer?
shucks.
You got a beer over there somewhere?
All right. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but I remember him. One Croucher.
This was one.
That's mine.
Yeah. Warren Croucher, right? Is that the guy you're talking about?
Yeah, Juan, Juan, Juan.
Juan?
Juan.
Juan.
Crouchier, Croucher. I always call it Croucher.
Croucher.
Okay, so he played bass on Dawkins' debut album, but he was better known for playing with which LA glam metal outfit? Rat, Skid Row, or Winger?
Rat.
It is Rat. I guarantee it. Yep, that is right. Ooh. Which guitarist has a custom guitar pick called the Screaming Demon? Eric Turner, George Lynch, or
Thank you, sir.
Yngwie Malmsteen?
George Lynch.
I think it's George Lynch. Oh, we're going to hit that.
I was going to say eBay.
Nope, George Lynch.
George.
Yep. Oh, here we go. What Poison album holds the song? Holds the song. That's a stupid question. Every Rose Has Its Thorn. So what album was that on? Was that Look What the Cat Dragged In? Crack a Smile? Open Up and Say Ah.
Yeah.
Let's open up and say ah. I guarantee it. Correct. All right. Released in 1987. Which British 80s hair metal album went on to sell more than 25 million copies worldwide? Is it Whitesnake? Is it Def Leppard's Hysteria? Is it Tigers of Pantane's Burning the Shade? I'm going to say no because I've never heard of that one. So in 87, which British Hysteria, when did that come out? So Pyromania, I know, came out in 83.
Yes.
And then but they were never really quick to record albums.
Whitesnake self-titled was in there in that area, though.
It was.
In that time frame.
Okay, so remember the videos with Tony Katane?
Def Leppard. Our audience is saying Def Leppard.
Def Leppard. Let's go with Def Leppard. Correctamundo.
It's easier with an audience.
It is.
We'll have to do this every week now.
Okay.
We've never been to the studio.
And I have a story after this one. Which of these bands did Reb Beach not play with? The guitar player. Dokken, LA Guns, Winger.
LA Guns.
LA Guns.
I'm going to say LA Guns myself.
It's consensus.
That is correct. Okay, so I've told you this story. I about got in a fight with Reb Beach.
Yeah.
All right?
That happens.
He's not a small guy. He's like 6'6". All right. So I got tickets to go to Winger, Extreme, and Tangier.
Yeah.
That was in
Somewhere back there.
86. So it was in Moorhead. So I'll go down there. I got a white T-shirt on, black leather jacket, hair down to here, cigarette hanging out of my mouth. I worked my way up toward the front of the stage, and nobody's watching backstage. So what do? I fucking walk backstage, and I'm walking around. Nobody's paying a bit of attention to me. I mean, I look like I belong with all the other idiot hippies there. So I go up by I walk up by the monitor board, which is on the side of the stage. And Extreme had finished playing. Winger was up there setting up, and my little book I got, and I got guitar picks and stuff from the jam book, Van Halen and Alex Lifeson and whatnot. I collect guitar picks from other bands. I got a bunch of them, and I see Reb Beach's Pincesur. That was the name of the brand name. It was like a boutique guitar at the time.
Did you say so?
Yes. So it was a boutique. It was a boutique, expensive ass guitar at the time. And I was like, man, I'd like to have a Winger pick.
Yeah.
And he had, remember when they just put a little piece, strip of tape on the side?
Double-sided tape.
Yep, and put like 5 or 6 picks. I'm like 10 feet from it, and I'm like, so I just walk over to his damn guitar and go. And as soon as I took that last one off, I looked up and I saw somebody go. Look up and see me. And it's Reb Beach on the other side of the stage. And I see him taking off running toward me, and I'm like, I'm like, oh shit. And then security guy grabs him, holds him back, and then me, I go, yeah, come on, motherfucker, come on, hey, come on. I'm glad the guy stopped him.
Come and get this 10-cent pen. Yeah.
I'd probably be pissed too if somebody touched my stuff.
Yeah.
But I was a dick, so I took the Scooby speak.
Imagine that.
I've
Yeah.
got one. I've got one with your name on it.
Yeah.
That's right. How cool is
The
that? It should be
Portugal.
worth, 10 cents down the road.
20.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe 20. Hey, that's double.
How much are we paying?
I don't know.
10 cents.
All right. I saw this tour. Molly Cruz smash Dr. Feelgood album was overseen by which legendary producer? Gene Simmons, Mutt Lange, or Bob Rock?
I think I know.
Bob Rock.
I'm thinking Bob Rock. Are you thinking
That's what I
Buck?
said, yeah.
Okay. Now Mutt Lange was
He did Def Leppard a lot, didn't he?
Mutt Lange was Def Leppard. He was AC/DC, their biggest shit. Shania Twain.
Yeah.
He wound up marrying her.
Yeah.
But I mean, all those slick sounding albums, that was Mutt.
Yeah,
He must have had a big beard.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. Okay, so anyway, we're going Bob Rock, right?
Yep.
Correcto. Mundo.
Mundo. Bob Rock.
Okay. Ooh, this one's. Before shooting to fame, who toured the Sunset Strip club scene in a band called the Boys? Was that George Lynch, Randy Rhoads, or Tommy Thayer? He's nobody. I'm gonna go
George Lynch or who?
George Lynch, Randy Rhoads, or Tommy Thayer. They were in a band called the Boys, playing the Sunset Strip.
The Strip Sunset.
I'm gonna go with George Lynch.
Yep.
I think I would too.
George Lynch, yeah. You know, he tried out for Ozzy's band.
Yeah.
Didn't get it. He actually tried out twice, even after Randy died. He still didn't get it.
Oh.
As good as he is, I can do his best. So George Lynch, cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
All right.
Ah,
This is funny. Poison.
How funny is it?
Poison, Cinderella, and Britney Fox. I opened up for Britney Fox.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yeah, I did.
Up at the Monkey Bar.
The Monkey Bar.
I didn't even stay for their set. I had to work the next day. I played
Sorry,
my
guys, I'm
I played
out.
my set, and then the Britney Fox guys were bringing their stuff on. And I was like, "Hey man, have a good show."
Yeah.
I gotta go. I loaded my shit up and left. Sorry, had to work. Okay, so which state are they all hailed from? California. And then
No.
this is funny. It says Kentucky or Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Cha-ching! Look, see, these are pretty good. They're
Yep.
not. We've had some that's been like way too hard.
Way too hard or way too easy. So.
That's right. It's like Chip McGlone when he said when he first took blood pressure medicine. He said his dick only got hard on both ends. He said it's like trying to push a rope. Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Next one.
Who is the only remaining original Wasp member of the band Wasp? Blackie Lawless, Randy Piper, or Steve Riley? I would say the lead singer, Blackie Lawless. If you don't have Blackie Lawless, you don't have Wasp. So we'll go with that.
I got to cut out for
Yes. All right.
It's all
Zoom
on
into
you.
me. Zoom into me. Dwayner has got to go do what he does.
Frog fight with a
Hey,
frog.
catch it on the way back. Okay. Which is not a song from Motley Crue? So this should be easy for you. Wow. Domino, Home Sweet Home, Wild Side. Domino. Yeah, that's easy. That's easy. All right. Which 80s hair metal band featured songs Cat House? Now number two's going to give it away. Bathroom Wall. And Don't Change That Song on their first album. Yep, LA Guns, Pastor Pussycat, or Rap. So it's Pastor Pussycat, yeah. When I was playing with Passion, Alvin and them, we did Bathroom Wall and Babylon. Those are some of the funnest songs ever to play. Pastor Pussycat. We are correct. All right. What was the name of Guns N' Roses' original guitarist when the band formed in 1985? I know this. Tracy Guns, Mick Mars, or George Lynch?
Tracy Guns.
Tracy Guns, hence the Guns in the Guns N' Roses. Ta-da! Easy. Okay. I got one wrong, but you got it right, so 14 out of 14 for Sherry Pack. Woo! 13 out of 14 for Mick Bryan. That's still pretty good. I feel blessed. I think Duane in the food. He never watches these back, so he never knows what I say about him when he's gone. Either that or he went to yank one off. I don't know. Okay. Did I say that on camera? I did.
I believe you did.
Yeah, but he'll never watch it, so he'll never know. He don't watch it back. Okay, so all right, so we got that one. All right, so I think it's only 9:45. I think we've got time to do maybe one more trivia round.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I sneeze. Excuse me. I just sneezed one time when I was in Florida last week. Alright. See that? Nope. Nope. Not that one. Oh, that might have been it. Alright, so I may have to do a search again. Bear with me. So, 80s metal trivia. There we go. It was right there.
He's over there.
Okay, so Duane's trying to catch a frog.
Yeah.
You know, if they piss on you, you get warts.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ain't nothing new.
All right, so we'll try some of these. I didn't get a chance to vet these.
Well, we'll go for it. We're live
go for
here on the New Haven Ranch with Nora.
Well, if these wind up sucking, then
Todd.
we'll just call it.
Okay.
We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go though. 'Cause I think
I think we lost our armies a long time ago. So
No. I think if we keep it around an hour, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, an hour or less.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Blah blah blah. This guitarist played the solo on Michael Jackson's "Beat It."
Oh, come on. They always start out with an easy one.
Right. Got to build up.
All right.
Everybody knows that's Eddie Van Halen.
Edward Long.
Okay. I'm going to let that go, and then I'm going to say who played the rhythm guitar track on that.
I got it.
Anyone know?
Anyone?
Eddie didn't play the rhythm track.
Bueller.
Who played the rhythm track on "Beat It"?
I mean,
Steve Lukather.
Steve Lukather from Toto
Toto.
played.
It was actually a session music before Toto.
Yep.
All of Toto is a very well-known session musician.
All right.
I got one.
Yay!
I didn't catch a frog. I got one question.
I'll drink to that. Will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Which lead singer was a member of the bands The Earwigs and then the Spiders while still in high school? So Ozzy, Rob Halford, Paul Di'Anno, or Vincent Furnier? So I'm gonna guess the Earwigs and the Spiders. I'm going with
That's where I was going.
I'm going with Rob Halford. Nope, Vincent Furnier.
Who's he?
I don't even know. I don't even know. So we wouldn't even get.
I got that head big down.
All right, here's one we should be able to get. Which guitarist played on the 1982 Kiss album, Creatures of the Night? Mark St. John, Benny Vincent, Bruce Kulick, or Ray Straley? I know this one.
On the album.
Yeah.
Not on the tour.
No, on the album. This is more a musician's question. But Creatures of the Night, what guitars played on it.
I'm gonna take a
This guy. Zoom in on me. This guy.
that guy.
Knows this one.
Alright.
Well, you can guess.
I think it's still Ace.
Nope, it's Mark St. John.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hit his name. Oh, I was wrong. Pictures of the Night. It said Benny Benson. Mark St. John was on. Damn, Morton's gonna slay me for tomorrow. He only played. Yeah, zoom in on me again. This guy was wrong.
Chicks got it wrong.
Which one did Mark St. John play on?
Animalize, I think.
No, that's when Bruce Dillon came on. Creatures of the Night. I thought for sure. I think you're wrong. I'll look it up later. Okay. The demon character, wow, was played by which member of Kiss? This is hard.
Yeah. Peter Criss.
No. We all know it's Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons.
He's your favorite. Wonder why.
Is that it?
That's all of it?
No, something happened. Something
I don't
happened.
blame him.
All right. 10
He's
minutes.
cool, ain't he?
Let me look again. One more time.
He's very intelligent.
Oh
He's
no,
very
I'm gonna.
intelligent.
Okay, give me one more. 80s metal. Tribute.
Crickets. Crickets.
Bullfrogs.
Bullfrogs.
Take a single for you.
It is kind of rainy out. Yeah, a little bit. A smidge.
Okay, here we go.
He's back.
I'm back. We'll do this quiz, and I think we'll wrap it up.
Alrighty.
As y'all can hear, it's very rainy here in Kentucky. We had a frog choker earlier.
When we said that.
Yeah,
This was not trying to catch on before he choked.
that's right. He was over there
I was trying to
gurgling.
help him out.
That's right.
Save his life.
We thought Duane was going to give him mouth to mouth.
Yeah. I would have if I could have caught him.
All right. Which band scored the hit "Breaking the Chains"? Kiss, quite right, except for Dawkins.
Dawkins.
Yo, Dawkins,
Yo, Dawkins.
you sucking. Good job, and you slobbing.
No, they don't.
How's it go? No, I love them. That's just no joke. Okay, Dawkins. Yeah. All right. Oh, this is one of those we won't know till the end. All right. So, oh wow, this is hard. What band recorded the album 7800 Degrees Fahrenheit? Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi.
We don't know that.
Who told us to turn up the radio?
Autograph.
Autograph. Saw them on
Autograph.
Van Halen.
Huh?
I think it was last week that was
We don't have an editor yet, so.
That's right. It's fun by the seat of our pants.
Todd, you left us with.
Okay, who was not a member of Quiet Riot?
Okay. Let me get some.
Debbie Gibson was not. You think these are questions we had on another show? Maybe not. Okay.
Maybe not.
Who was not a member of Quiet Riot? Rudy Sarzo, Kevin DeBro, Yngwie Malmsteen, or Carlos Cavazo? Yngwie. Okay. What album did Twisted Sisters' "We're Not Going to Take It" come from?
What?
Twisted Sisters.
We're Not Going to Take It.
We're
the
Not
song.
Gonna Take It.
What album was it
What
on?
album?
Was it on We're Not Going to Take It? Was it Stay Hungry? Yes, it's Stay Hungry. Okay. Ozzy Osbourne's tribute is dedicated to which of his guitarists? Randy Rhoads. Yes. Randy Rhoads. Which band recorded Unskinny Bop? That'd be Poison.
Poison.
Which band recorded the song Way Cool Junior? Right.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's good. That was like towards the end. That was like the last.
It was actually after grunge came out.
They actually had a hit
What's
after.
the
Which band's biggest hit was the Final Countdown?
Yeah.
Europe.
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 Actually, a really good guitar player, John Miller.
Okay, I think we did have these questions before.
Yeah.
Because it asks here, which band was Beavis and Butthead characters? Stewie, which was his favorite?
Winger.
Favorite one to pick on?
Megadeth? No. Said which was his favorite? Megadeth, AC/DC, Winger, or Slayer? Which was his favorite?
Slayer.
Slayer.
I thought it was AC/DC.
I thought Beavis and Butthead one wore the ACDC
Yeah.
shirt.
Slayer.
And I thought he wore a Winger shirt.
They wore Winger to make fun of him.
Yeah.
See, I guessed Winger before,
Yeah.
and I think I was wrong.